All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Streamlabs did its thing again. Ugh, I thought I solved it. Thank you, Manua. We just talked to Miss Shirley. We just told them about the children and the scales, and we're speculating that it may be Mid who intended for them to take it apart in the first place so they could learn something. So here we are again.
The three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
So Mid's been teaching them how to become engineers.
Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Yep, we're back. Hopefully the stream holds up. Still cannot pinpoint what causes that. What kills the Streamlabs stream.
If Mid is teaching my pupils her secrets, I suppose I should brush up on some of them myself.
Thank you for the lurk, Vanwa. Take care. Enjoy touching grass. Yeah, no more crashes, hopefully. Sometimes we get days where it doesn't happen, and others it just keeps happening. But anyway. So now we're going to venture out. It's nice to know that Mid has been teaching the kids in secret. So that's nice. We are going to... Oh. Why can't we go to any of the side quests? I guess we're locked in. We have to travel to the Crossshit Echoes. Before that then, I'm going to use the bathroom. BRB. Let's cast you are absolutely right. I totally forgot about that. Mid needs us. We got so sucked up with the into the side quests. Alright, it's time to visit the University of Canver. The Crossshit Echoes, which is our path to the university. Central Dalnekia. A wind-blasted sprawl of bottomless ravines latticed with a colossal flotsam of a people fallen. The last time it did this to you was also mid-moment. Right. Visiting the grave and everything. Alright. Let's get to our airship, maybe. Not airship, sorry. Ship. Steamship. Central Dalmekia. Yeah, Josh was with us. I'm so worried we're gonna have to kill Joshua though when Ultima unleashes.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Whoa.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout.
Yote.
If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
That'll feel good, boy.
We're all together, Torgal. Oh, there's even a side quest here. Bad Blood. You can also travel to the side quest here. An eye for an eye. Let's pick up that quest. Now we have access. But I feel like
Use the
rescuing Mid
ruins to
is
cross the
pressing.
ravine.
Assuming they would allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Not a problem. How do we charge it? Just like that? And then what? Oh. Wow. Okay. Takes a while to charge, when maybe an upgrade will make it charge faster. We have satellite and impulse. Let's try that out. Wraps them up. Okay, we really need to upgrade to charge this faster. That damage though. Can we stop charging it at any time? We can't attack normally. It seems to like level 1 charge maybe is what you need, and then maybe getting to 2 and 3 will make it last longer. Let's check. Abilities. Giga Flare, Satellite, Impulse, Wings of Light, Flare Breath. Oh, it's not there. It's in the Gear and Icons page. Begin casting Mega Flare. Press L2 to execute. The length of the casting determines the potency of the spell. Something to do during stagger. That's true. We need to find a window for it. Or as an opener, I guess. For both, I guess. Opener and then stagger. It takes so long. I don't know how to increase it. There doesn't seem to be a way. Giga Flare. Massive beam of overcharged light that burns any enemy it hits. That is badass. Okay. What's Impulse? Alright. ropes them in. Ropes them down. Ah, here, Wings of Light. You're right, here. Wings of Light. Begin casting Mega Flare, press L2 to execute the length of the casting. Maybe mastering it will increase it. Unfortunately, we can't see... Oh, details. There! Oh, details. Triangle. You got work tomorrow, Premier Avenue. Thank you so much. We will enjoy Final Fantasy 16. Thank you for coming in with a raid. And thank you for the follow. Perhaps we'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a good night. Bye-bye. Awesome victory emote over there, Cloud Strife. Nice one. See you around, Premier Avenue. And welcome to the table. Dodging Phil said, let me see. Begin casting Mega Flare. Psycho type to execute. Cannot be monitored by the it can be monitored. Spell cannot be executed until casting gauges reach at least level 1. Effect and potency increases with casting level. Most abilities are unable. Okay, you're right. Circle can be used to dodge attacks. Precisely dodging is called a Mega Flare dodge. Executing a Mega Flare dodge rapidly fills the casting gauge. Taking damage cancels. Oh, that's a high risk, high reward. Increases maximum Mega Flare level to 4. That's the mastery. Battle techniques is... We can get up to a level 1 Mega Flare. Level 2, level 3, level 4, Mega Flare dodge. Bonus points are awarded for using battle techniques during arcade mode. Okay. Mega Flare dodge. Exactly. We want to dodge. So maybe not during stagger, but in the middle of the combat. You want to dodge, get your Mega Flare in, and try to maintain uptime of all your other gun bits and stuff, I guess.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
And where did you meet Yote? Where did Yote come from? Dodge, range, volley, boom, boom. I have to figure out this. I'm pretty sure there are so many guides out there talking about like optimal rotations and everything. But it's fun. Attack me! Well, whatever. It's so strong though. Holy crap.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And didn't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canberra next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
Uh-huh. You remember this guy? I was wondering if we encountered him before. So is he like is he like maybe this world's cabbages? This cabbage merchant trying to make it, but we just screw everything up for him. The first guy you meet in FF14. Oh, Ethan and Shadowbringers? What? I guess he looks similar. Hordes of zombies he throw at you. Yeah, I guess Bahamut thrives in the midst of active combat. Yeah, the cart merchant, that guy. But I don't know. I didn't remember. He gets eaten in Shadowbringers. Wait, the cart merchant who drives you to Gridania. Are we talking about the same person? Oh, okay, okay, like the first version of that guy. Got it. Poor cart guy. Uh-oh. Heal.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept.
Great diagnosis.
My own men did this.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
We have 1,000,000 potions in our pouch, and we have Joshua. Yeah, it's the Warrior of Light cutscene curse. Eliminate Akashic threat. Those people need my help.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you.
Oh, he's gonna live. Okay.
Encampment is up ahead. Just off the track.
He's gotta be fine.
They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's such a softie, and I think I was mentioning it earlier.
Was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
The men here are very emotional, vulnerable, and they really go against the toxic masculinity tropes, right? And it's actually Jill who stereotypically embodies a more, she's more cold, guarded, distant, doesn't show as much emotion as the guys. So they flipped it. They flipped the roles. So you get the heart from... You get a lot of heart from Clive. It's okay. He was a loyal servant of Lord Kupka, so I don't think he was a good guy.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
I think Clive let him die. I don't know. But yeah, we have potions. It's that ludonarrative dissonance.
Good. I got here in time.
You want to get into the thick of it? Come on. Ow! You bastard! Oh, risk reward. This is hard. Can I do this while casting? Whoa! Oh, Joshua. They're Akashic chocobos, yes. Not evil, just turn into zombies. Yeah, Mega Flare, I don't know if it's making up for the lack of uptime.
Please, I can't move my leg.
Oh shit, someone said
Doesn't
alive?
sound like an Akashic.
Is it a bear? What? It's like when Construct 8 shot Mustadio and Ramsdos yelling for a Phoenix down. Well, you know, game mechanics, cutscenes. Oh, he made it out. Here's another one we're not gonna give a potion to.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
The good old excuse where their wounds are too deep, no healing magic is going to help.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
Have we?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid.
Oh, okay.
I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
Whoops.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Accept the soldier's challenge? Yeah, he can barely stand. Fine, if you insist. He can barely
Your
stand.
wounds have healed and your head has cooled. Come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Then it's a duel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure propaganda against us has warped a lot of thoughts, a lot of minds. You forget which FF they made an excuse that res spells items that revive you from getting KO'd rather than death. Yeah, I think that's how this explained also. It's just Phoenix Down's not for death or anything. It's really just KO. Wait, can we talk to him? Did he leave? Give me dialogue.
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
What is the price of mercy? Is he gonna kill innocents? Is he gonna kill people we know? It's always the risk. Why do they call us Sid? Ah, we took on Sid's name after he passed. We became the new Cid and led his rebellion. So it really helped our cause because, you know, Cid never actually died then. Cid lives on. Yeah, title in a name. So Cid the Outlaw's legend only grew. The real Cid actually is the friends we made along the way. Exactly. This is a story of the power of friendship.
We're nearly there. Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
It is literally the reason why Ultima cannot, or why Ultima has not been able to claim us as his vessel. It's because the power of friendship is too strong. The, what is it in FF14? The Akasha. It's too strong. Tabor. The Dalmekian Republic.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Oh, look at them. Are they... Oh, no. I thought they were dying things.
Are you buying or selling?
What? Damn, we're almost out of potions.
Anything else? A fine choice. Take care.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
Oh, they are dying things here. And tanning.
Forgive me, traveler, but no matter how deep your pockets might be, we only sell to trusted patrons. I do hope you've not had a wasted journey.
Trusted patrons?
Yes, the finish is exquisite.
Vanwa, thank you so much for 11 months.
Rich, rich, I tell you.
Welcome back. How's the outside and the grass?
Oh, sorry. Just finishing loading the last of our wares. We'll be out of your way soon enough.
Hassle? Can't you load your stuff like on the side? You're causing traffic! A bit hot though, it's evening. Damn. Alright. Let us finally learn more about Yota. Is she like an assassin?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Oh, enlighten us, please.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
They're the Sheikah tribe.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
I wonder if... Yeah, she must have been a kid. I wonder if they hid Yota, like Kid Yota, like somewhere in the castle. Maybe she was just there in the background.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Welcome back, Dovetailer. We just met Yota. Meanwhile... The Agora, the free cities of Canva.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
Agora.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh, it's the
Distinguished
Waloeders.
members of the council.
Welcome in 05.
You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Jesus, he's OP.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound,
and inexorably drawn.
Huh? Why?
See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Trying so fast to ask Kiss. Yeah. I think you just gotta wait 05. Sorry about the ads. Iota in your language is something like an inch. Oh, iota, like an iota or something, right? When using common saying. It's also a Greek letter. Yeah, Yeah, that,
So
iota.
then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed?
Welcome back, 05.
Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
He's gonna be Annabella's kid. No, it's Sid. I'm wondering, like, what makes them important to Ultima? Is it because they are our close allies? I don't know. But yeah, welcome in 05. We're just continuing here. Your bonds. Aside from the bonds, that's it. So he's gonna kill everyone we love. Why didn't he go after the hideaway? He could just go into the hideaway and crush everyone.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Can't be reached by ship. Oh, Jeff AT is still here. Welcome in. Zantetsuken. Yeah.
By the flames.
That's the one.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Bye, Yota. Yeah, sad. Only room for one bodyguard. Pope zone. Kiss in the forehead.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Oh, which... I guess you're almost done with the game then, Jeff. Do you also feel threatened by Mid's invention ship? Probably, because that is a sign that...
Plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
You thought that was best for her? I guess. Oh, by an hour or two. Got it.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Joshua keeps pushing people away. He needs therapy. Well, Carol, Tanner. At least he is with our party right now. So we can help him.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Haha, very funny.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Corava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts.
It means a lot.
Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Agreed to hunt the monster to bring back its skin? Alright, I'll hunt your Avis.
Alright, I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Corava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Anyway, you were right about Mid. She represents so much more. Not only is she, of course, a major bond which Ultima wants to sever, but also basically the beginning of industrialization after in a post-magic world. So I'm pretty sure Ultima wants to cut that, nip it at the bud. A Waloed / Ultima. We can't have that. We cannot have people learning how to build steamships and learn how to light a fire without a crystal. Thank you for dropping by, 05.
A fortune in skin and scale awaits any man with a will to claim it for his own.
We have not beaten the big
Leave
dragon.
Tabor by that path and venture west. The ancient beast roams the fields of Corava, not far from the Tovany Gate.
Unfortunately. Go ahead and share that, 05. Another quest.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Damn.
You there! The strapping lad with the sword.
An antiquarian, hello.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Aww.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just
Good night, and thank you for hanging out, Potato Dialogues.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some
Oh, really?
said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach.
Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Assist the scholar with his studies? I must learn something. I might learn something.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Right. Well, we'll be doing side quests, so perhaps we'll see you for MSQ time next time. Potato Dialogues. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessings and give praise her gracious hand. See you around, O5, and take care. Do we really have to memorize these?
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
I see it. Is this an SCP thing?
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the skies turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
Thank you for being here as well, Lichcasts. Get some sleep so you won't be drowsy while you drive. Take care, and I'll see you... Well, it looks like, for now, nothing's come up. We'll be playing the entire weekend, and maybe we'll finish the game. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just doing side quests. Tomorrow for some people, later for others. I'll see you around. Take care. I'll just clear up the side quests so we'll be ready to save mid, because that is a priority.
Good, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me around to try it next time.
Uh-huh. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes. I hear Master Seal drew up a new tonic for him.
So these people have been getting by, it looks like, without using crystals.
Not a scratch on them. These hides will fetch a good price.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
I'm sure I can find you something. All of these stones have a good bit of diamond dust in them. That'll see your sword sharp, all right?
They seem like a very learned people.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Oh, another chest. Nice.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
Nor do I, dearie. In all my long years, I've never seen such a thing.
Cloudy days. I guess it looks more unnatural to them. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, to lend the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Yep. Will I remember? Let's find out.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish.
Should have taken a screenshot.
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
Nice.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I forgot to check which was in north, south, east. The great good Mughal guardians. No, Guardians of the Republic. Guardians of the Crystal. This one.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Oh, this is harder. Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Interesting.
For years, I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
At least he put his mind at ease. Alright, next side quest. They say west, right? Fields of Korava. Ah, but it's inaccessible.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see,
Same thing. Huh? Oh.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
That is kind of ominous.
Pray accept this token.
Hey, addition to our merit badge collection.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Clive's look up, you have weird friends though.
Talk about this later.
Yeah, there we go. We'll talk about this later. And Joshua, like, yeah, these are my friends.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Dedicated, I guess. Very loyal, it seems.
Ah, Lord Rosfield.
Oh.
I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Now there's so many of them.
The free city's under siege? Who'd have thought it?
Master Cyril, luckily. And thank goodness he told us before we set out.
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
Oh, now we can access it. Alright. Before we continue on to the MSQ, which we'll do tomorrow, we're just gonna complete all the side quests, then who knows, if I have the energy left, I can try to kill the dragon. Yeah, we'll be winding down soon.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
It's fine, Joshua. We're here to do side quests. Alright, we have chocobos. Excuse me. It's nice to have a full party. There's our mark. I think. Yep.
You deserve a rest.
I have to charge it in combat.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Alright, thank you for being here, Lich Arts. Take care, and I'll see you for the next one. Whoops.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Alright, that is easy.
Here's your hide, as requested.
How are you gonna find a buyer in these times?
Never return. Quickly, let me see it.
The thick scaled skin of an Evis, claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though it has most likely seen but a decade or two.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue.
What?
This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
He sounds disappointed. Bloody hide 100.
This is hide unlike any I've had the pleasure of handling. My clients will pay a fortune for the merest scrap.
And of course he pays me in peanuts. South of Tabor, Dalmekia. South of Tabor? Here, maybe? I have a feeling our hunt mark is that way.
The free cities under siege?
Alright, I can smell them. The hunt marks. There they are. Hello there. The pack. Only rank C, no problem. I hope.
You're on my side, Thomas.
Whoop. Thrill of the hunt. Still not really figuring. Oh well. Doesn't seem to be as efficient as our other thing. I guess maybe if you had other stuff you can drop while charging Mega Flare.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Keep the uptime of DPS. I'm pretty sure there's a more optimum way to do it. At least we got that out of the way. Alright. Goose's eye for an eye. Oh, let's get rid of that mark. The pack. We already killed a 10 of clubs. So all that remains is the dragon.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Dalamel, I foresee good things for this town.
Especially with Lubor leading us. I'd say he has the makings of a minister.
Ah, Luber's in charge now.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We have a hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and a chocobo feather.
Oh, goods.
Clive, listen! I've found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the or call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Who is this imposter?
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
I wonder if you can find Goots. Ah, he's here.
Sell swords in storm couldn't hold a candle to our new town guard.
Oh, if only everyone here didn't have to look so glowery.
Well, these are hard times, Goots.
The gentlemen of the town guard are What a mess.
Dalimil saved, and with our steel.
Those bandits were on the receiving end of some quality craftsmanship.
No more relying on mercenaries.
Can I interest you in a new sword?
Ask about Lubor's role in Dalimil.
My comrades and I
I've been keeping a watchful eye on the dark clouds in whose shadow we find ourselves, and the vultures that trail in their wake. Though we may have weathered their last assault, I fear we may not be so lucky should the bandits choose to attack again. If they do, those of us who can fight must be ready, so that those of us who cannot, the children, the elderly, stand at least some chance of weathering the storm. Victor has been a great help. He has lent his strength and knowledge to the town guard, and has been aiding them in organizing our defenses.
and defend Dalimil we shall.
The only outlaw who will be setting foot in this town is my good friend Sid. Ask about the guard and guild. They are the cornerstone upon which Dalimil will be rebuilt, and though that rebuilding has only just begun, they are already proving more than sturdy.
I always knew.
That Natalie and Conrad had it in them to drag us out of the muck. They had only to stop flinging it at one another and start working together. Victor, too, is doing his part. He has been training Conrad's men in the art of the blade. They will soon be the rival of any troop in the Republic. I wish I remembered who Victor was.
Meanwhile,
Natalie and her League of Merchants are collecting donations from the townspeople, that we might see our stores filled. Mere moons ago, suggesting that the merchants of Dalimil might ever band together for the sake of anything other than profit would have had you laughed out of town.
proof, if any more were needed.
That Dalimil is much changed, and entirely for the better. Do not fear for us, Clive. We'll be all right. Ask about Dalmekia. Drake's Fang has fallen, the skies boil, and the power of magic continues to wane. The lack of ether has driven countless thousands from their homes, while those in whose lands it remains plentiful fortify their borders, determined to keep its blessing for themselves. Not that all who flee are deserving of sympathy. The bandits who attacked us may have been driven by desperation, but their brutality was inexcusable. It is a question of methods. If they had come to us bearing begging bowls instead of blades, we would have gladly spared them what we could.
But something tells me...
Those brutes would rather starve than accept charity willingly offered. Leave.
You're always welcome here.
Dalimil's saved. It has long been my habit to keep a watchful eye on the comings and goings around Dalimil. I shall continue to do so, that our people might be warned of any further attacks. I pray that you continue to play your part too. Not of outlaw, but of hero to the hopeless.
No problem, Ferda.
You fought very bravely. We would have been lost without you.
Knowing that you would have all been there to pick us up if we fell, gave us more than the courage we needed.
Oh, they're also wholesome now.
You, Branded! Come with me.
Never mind.
There are other wounded that need your attention.
Oh. Well, I guess a slave master is using his slaves to help people? Okay.
The safety of the town is in our hands now. We mustn't let Dalimil down.
Confused feelings.
Fascinating. But how is it you know so much of fighting bandits?
That's by the by. But I'd be happy to teach the town guard all I know.
God damn it, who are you again, Victor? I need to go to Tomes for this. Anyway, we came here to do a side quest.
Good girl.
This place
Time
again.
To brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Lovely. You've made the worst deal of your life.
Now, we could pretend this didn't happen.
Attack me! Level 2! Wait a minute. I was wasting my limit break. Whoops. Oh, who's healing them? My bad. No wonder they were so hardy. That guy's dead. Oh, parry.
done it now.
Now what?
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
He meant to harm Goots? Can't have that. No, Goots!
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Ah.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
What? I thought you wanted him.
Don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Ah!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh.
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot! Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye.
Oh.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Oh shit. Blood-curdling scream. So that's how she lost her eye. Damn, that
Sorry
shot,
to
that
keep you
music.
waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice.
I read it in
Lost
Tomes'
it to old
entries.
wet legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But
Scary old lady. Best
what if
grandma.
he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Ta-ra.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
It was scary already telling her about... We heard rumors about you. Alright. Eye for an eye. Speak with Charon. Okay, we have... How many more quests left? Martha's Rest. Smooth like butter. Wow, this place is bustling.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Why are we here again? Smooth like butter. Join Rutherford at Martha's Rest. Wanting to learn more of the state of the realm following the fall of its mother crystals and the darkening of its skies, Lord Byron Rossfield does what any man of means on... Ah, okay. We're gonna help the manservant.
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now. We're already sharing our cots with masterless bearers and those who fled the floods, and more seem to wash up at our door every day.
Damn. There you are.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Dalamil again.
My associate in Dhalmekia would have had to pass through the Republic's checkpoints to gain entry to the capital. Perhaps someone in Dalamil or Tabor would have seen him.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
Mummy. The gentleman of the town guard.
We haven't seen the last of those bastards. But when they attack again, we'll be ready for them.
Fly, Ambrosia! Someone's got himself in trouble.
Good thing we're always on time.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to.
Ha, captain's in
Hasn't
it.
had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh, okay. Nice one, Joshua.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalamil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
It's your money.
Not at all.
At least these quests help us get an idea of what's going on in the world.
Associate of Rutherford's.
Since the Mother
If he was bound
Crystals.
for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Is the guy around? No. Oriflamme. We have 2 quests here. Ah, the flowers. The flower and the liver.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
What's that? Is that a chest?
Nothing like a little unrest to fill the coffers, eh?
It is a chest. Straight-laced gent.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield. It was only a short while ago that I was assaulted. If you hurry south, you may find those who did this.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Whoa. All right.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Say that now. God damn it. That's what I get for not timing it properly. That kills your DPS for sure. It's always bandits.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Head north. Maybe it's faster from... Nah. It's faster through here.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do?
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
We had a herald from the Dominion. Said Twinside's fallen and the Emperor's dead. And the Empress. And the Prince. No one left to rule. Empire's done for.
No more kings, queens, empresses, and emperors.
That's what the captain said.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
All here for the picking. There's our blue dragon. And our yellow flowers. Saint's bonnet.
Now that is heady. This must be the Drake's Mint. That just leaves the Skyworm.
Poor thing. Here we are. We're gonna kill you for food. Well, you know, it was a different time. If you had good leaders, you had good times, I guess. But yeah, this one is falling along the lines of we don't need kings or queens or monarchs anymore. We are free to live and die as we please. No one's gonna tell us otherwise, because here, almost all the leaders are shitty. Save for maybe the, I guess you could argue, the Duchy of Rosaria. You know, fairy tale, good lord, good times, and improving the plight of the bearers, only to be killed by the terrible people. And so we're gonna bring it all down.
This must be our way then. All right, let's get this over with.
I wish I could cast things with... I wish I could cast, well, with the wings up. Yeah, small cast of noble characters decides the fate of the world. Much nicer if you add the legend to the list. On the other hand, yeah, some people have their worldview shaped by these stories. Yeah, definitely they don't have a place here today. I mean, they can help with charity and all that, but it remains to be said where their riches have come from and where their riches, you know, and how to redistribute those. It's a whole mess because we have, you know, centuries upon centuries and a lot of generational trauma. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, back then, I don't know. You're right. You know, people read these fairy tales and you just need to be critical about them. But when we were kids growing up, learning of kings and queens and fairy tale happy endings, you are right. We were shaped by these stories. But I think what we can get out of that mostly is really to have, I would say, to still believe in the spirit of humanity and the goodness that can come from humanity. Because without that, these wouldn't be very happy fairy tales. Not at all. So if it helps people think of it in a positive light, trust that people are willing to work together and help each other and treat each other evenly and fairly, then that's all there is to it, okay, right? Because what they have in common with all these fairy tale rulers which promise happy endings, they always make sure to remind people that they treated people well and they helped their fellow man. So, and that's the end of it. I guess the fairy tales that that people tried to raise us on. Not going to the details, of course, about how how monarchy can be so exploitative, how it is exploitative, and how there are terrible people, right? But we don't really tell our kids that. Not yet.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
All right. All we have to do is turn everything in. Then we'll be turning in for the night. Or maybe I'll just try to kill the dragon. But we're pretty much done for now. We're going to turn in these quests. And we're going to continue the MSQ over the weekend. Yeah, smooth like Butler, right? The localization team loves making puns out of the quest names. It's a tradition. I think it's like an MMO tradition. Like MMOs really love doing that. FF14 among them. Because there's so many quests. I think a lot of writers' teams eventually goes, oh, another quest. What do we name it? Caulk and Ball. Why not? That is an actual quest name here. I don't even know what Caulk is. And Ball, B-A-W-L. Caulk is C-A-U-L-K. I should Google that.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
What's he planning to do?
As it is mine.
Take the reins. Lead these people. Will the High Houses step up to govern Rosaria once more?
I will see that your Lord Uncle is made aware of the situation in both Dalmekia and Sanbrek. And inform him of your timely assistance, of course.
Of course, of course. Back at the Hideaway and Charon. Alright. Let's also check if Yota made it. Pope zoned Yota.
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust, and they will repay you with their loyalty.
Very interesting, friends, Joshua.
Canva's walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long. We can only hope they hold it for long enough.
Oh, right, we have to save Mid. No, side quests first.
It seems the Hideaway's lost its appetite.
Not for long. Molly, whip up a storm.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Saint's Bonnet. While this pungent herb, once known as Drake's Mint, has no known curative properties, it does have the ability to mask foul odors and flavors, which is why it is found in recipes involving particularly foul-smelling flesh, such as the lights and livers of wild beasts. Makes sense. Raptor liver. Some naturalists believe that it is the blueback wyvern's proclivity to feed on carrion that results in their livers becoming so engorged, and that the saints' bonnets with which they follow their meals serve to ameliorate this effect. Others claim that it is the blooms themselves which cause the damage, the wyverns being so taken with the flower's taste that they cannot resist. So it's a fatty liver dish. Ditzy, hello! Welcome in! Are you on your lunch break today? Welcome in, everyone. Ditzy, a fellow streamer and a treasured member of this community. Always great to have you here, Ditzy. Unfortunately, we are actually just turning in quests. Then maybe I'm going to attempt a boss battle a couple of times, but we're winding down for the night. But we will be continuing the main scenario quest over the entire weekend. Same time, same channel. And I believe we are in the final act of Final Fantasy XVI. I'm fairly confident we might actually finish the game by the end of the weekend. Unless something, of course, unless a curveball, you know. Unless it's a curveball. Let's go. Turning in a side quest from a centuries-old recipe book.
What precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
I've always called it herbs. Like, I remember my brother told me the pronunciation of herbs was herbs, as in with a silent H. But I keep hearing people pronounce it as herbs. So, I don't know where my brother got that pronunciation, but that's what I grew up with as a kid. Herbs. I learned this while playing Resident Evil 2. Look, it's a green herb. Not a green herb, my brother would say. I guess it's herb.
Ah,
Wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
This is gonna make me hungry. I can already feel it. Okay, wait.
And here we have it.
Sure.
Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Is it like what? Foie gras? You okay, Ivan? Did he die?
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this?
It's delicious,
The
isn't it?
crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I love his descriptions.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Hunt responsibly, please. Herbs as herbs entirely regional. I see, okay. So I can stick to herbs.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
That book may be a veritable treasure trove, but the recipes are hardly what I'd call honest fare.
Oh, who needs honesty when they can have majesty? Our companions deserve only the very best.
Now I'm hungry after his description. He ascended, yeah. He died and ascended. Every recipe requires Clive, resident god killer, to get ingredients. Yeah, we should be charging an arm and a leg for these things. I'm sure nobles from all around the continent will be paying through the nose for this. But nah, our men and women deserve it.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
No.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots.
Oh, that's so
and
sweet.
I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
No.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
He said it. He said the word.
You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Of course, Lady Charon. Clive, Slayer of Gods, procure a fine of the finest ingredients. Indeed. Continental Censor. What the? According to Charon, a censer packed with herbs and ambergris, ambergris. God, what I keep pronouncing, can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations, Charon says. Of course I read the item descriptions. There's lore in it. Well, that was sweet.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Wait, what?
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
Of course, Lady Charon. Oh, it does feel like we're nearing the end. Once they dump their entire backstories on you and feel like they conclude their arcs.
Clive.
Ask about Coots. You like her a lot? She's like Torgal's auntie too. Yeah! And Lichcast pointed it out very well from the very beginning, actually. Noticing that Lady Charon looks like an older Jill, in a way, at least superficially. So Torgal was probably also drawn to Charon because of because she reminded him of Jill. And we later learn that Torgal is also a frost wolf destined to fight with the dominant of Shiva. So I don't know if that is intentional, why they chose Charon to do that, but either way, you know, it's sweet. So, you know, best grandma. Ask about Goots.
That great lump.
Why, he's gentlest, most dutiful soul I've ever had the pleasure to meet. He might not be the brightest crystal in the crate, but he's got a good heart. And I'd far rather have an honest fool working for me than a clever scoundrel. He never shucks his duties, never answers back, never dips his fingers in the coffers.
No.
I won't hear a bad word said about him, though I might say a few myself. The lad's even got Blackthorn teaching him the secrets of smithing now, so I'm keeping my one good eye in the forge. If that blowhard of a blacksmith should even think about doing Goots down, we'll be having words.
Come back soon. And I mean that.
Oh, she changed her... I guess that means we finished, quote-unquote, finished Charon's quests. For now. That's the first time she's ever said that. No, I mean that. Neve, I still don't know what to make of you.
You look like you could do with a drink.
You have said nothing new since... Other than order a drink, buy a round. Let's order a drink.
Thirsty, are ya?
Maybe if we drink enough, Maeve will talk about herself. I don't know.
Tell me, Sid, have you ever thought about trying the wine? It ain't half as sour as that swill, and it'll get you tippled twice as fast.
Oh.
Speaking of which...
Speaking of
You know
ordering
that
enough
friend of yours
drinks.
over in Lothwing? What's his name? Kenton? Quinston? Anyway, the red from his
Quentin.
vineyards is some of the finest in Storm, which is why it's worth an emperor's ransom, and harder to come by than a cup of Grieger's tears. But you ever wondered why that might be? Because I heard it's down to the fact that he buries the bodies of anyone who crosses him under the trellises, so the vines can soak up their blood. That can't be true, can it?
We learn more about Quentin.
What?
Oh, you weren't even listening.
I was.
Of course I was. That was very interesting.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Well, it makes sense. We learn more about Quentin's history. I liked it as well. Quentin, a former judge who tried to straight and narrow, but because he jailed a lot of corrupt officials, the corrupt officials banded together and killed his entire family and friends. So Quentin decided to leave, start his own army, and get back at his former partner who betrayed him. So like, holy shit, it escalated so quickly. So the rumors about him, I guess it makes sense. Oh, but yeah, we were right about getting more drinks. Now I should always remember to get a drink from Maeve.
Welcome back, Sid.
Listen, being the bartender to a whole hideaway facing the end of the world is hard work. Indeed. Let's not give Maeve a hard time. I'm pretty sure she has the work. We don't want to waste her time by chatting.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
But that's probably what
Seems the hideaway's lost
that's
its
probably what the gill sink is for. You give her enough gill, and then she'll give you like tidbits. Noted.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into
We have a letter. Duty. My Lord Marquis, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for His Grace. Yota. Written with much bitterness and longing for His Grace. Sad. Speaking of Yota, I wonder where she is. Continental Censer. An ornate brass censer from beyond the outer seas, gifted to Clive by Charon for his assistance in clearing her name. According to the cantankerous shopkeep, when packed with herbs and ambergris and left to smolder, the fragrant smoke produced can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. It does everything. Therefore, there should be Continental Censer in everyone's house. I like this memory board. It's a good reward for all the side quests. It's incentive to do the side quests. Okay, Patron's Whisper. Redeem. Alright, then I'll probably attempt to do the dragon a couple of times. I'll probably switch to my old build because I'm not really used to Bahamut yet. Because I think we might be able to take it down. But we're pretty much done questing for today.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid.
And we'll be sure to save mid when we continue the main quest later.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
If when you replay, I need to do that because I didn't. Oh, which one? Oh, the buying drinks and stuff. Yeah, because you're not sure what it does, right? Like I bought a round of drinks for people with every mother crystal we toppled because it made sense. But if it unlocks more of like Neve's story, I'd like to keep trying that out. I'll buy more drinks. You get memory trinkets when completing side quests. Yeah, and I really love it. When you complete important side quests, they leave you with a memory. You would have spammed it. Yeah, I'm so poor right now though, and I want to buy the Orchestrion rolls, and they're so freaking expensive. So that's why I refrain from buying drinks, because it's either drinks or music.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Yeah, and which is why I actually like the side quests. I'll be honest, it's objectively the side quests are not very well done gameplay wise. You're just clicking on shinies, talking to people, but they don't overstay their welcome, and they give you so many rewards for doing it. Like this, we're redeeming stuff. This is all for side quests and hunts. We get stuff on the message board. They always make sure to add more to the lore, and add more to the world. So they never make you feel like you wasted your time doing side quests, and it gets out of your way, without overstaying its welcome, as I said. So I don't really mind it that much, even though yes, they could have been more involving. They could have been more layered and nuanced. Gameplay-wise, they could have explored different varieties of gameplay. I don't know, stealth, actually negotiating with people, role-playing with dialogue options. There isn't that many as well. But, you know, as a system to just give you rewards, it's cool. And it's on your way usually. I remember saying it earlier that it's pretty clear that they designed the side quests to be done on the way, on the path. You don't really have to go out of your way, really. You can feel Creative Business Unit 3 took whatever lessons they learned from 14 for the quest's lore character unlock. Yeah, for sure. Newfound purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me. Did we, like, put him on Buddha's path or something? A lonely porter. Yeah, it's a good design. And you just have to accept that this game was designed with... it is very focused in design. Like... It's a good I think it's a good problem to have when you wish there was more. In the sense that not to make, like, if you wish that there was more to actually make the game good, then that's bad. But if you wish there was more to make it even better, I think that's fine. Like, I'm happy with the game as it is. My only qualms usually arise when it comes to, I wish there was more of this, this, and this, which is mostly down to personal preference. I don't really have many things that I'm really critical about so far, but yeah, it's just, this is a straight up action game. I would say God of War did their side quests a bit better, I think, but this one feels way more rewarding, and they do add more to the world actually.
All done?
You think that because they're used to dealing with blank slate characters or Warrior of Light, they didn't really maximize what you mentioned about role-playing, fleshing out Clive, adding complex layers? Yeah, for sure. And it's... I also think they didn't want players to be able to define Clive. I think Clive was already defined. I'm comparing it to like Witcher 3. They took a huge creative risk allowing the players to become the Geralt that they want. Because we had a Geralt from the books, and they decided you can play the Geralt you want. And yet somehow, there was still a consistency to it. And I'm still thinking about how they were able to achieve that. Like... Your Geralt's different from mine, and yet it was still distinctly Geralt. And you were given so many options how to solve things. But with Clive, it's like, no, we don't want people to choose whether they wanted to execute this person or not. They did it for one time, but usually Clive does the decision for you. So there aren't any real moral dilemmas or the possibility of the players turning Clive into someone the writers didn't want, which is fine. like Bayonetta, other action RPGs, you know, they're giving us more RPG than those games. So yeah, of course, I'd love it if there were more dialogue options, more involved NPC relationships, but again, we're more action game. We want to focus on the main beats and the cinematic aspects of it. In future FFs, they'll be able to do that same kind of layer if they're gonna go in that direction. Yeah, like I don't know how this will conclude, but sign me up for Final Fantasy 16-2, 16-3, and beyond. Like, again, I don't know how it's gonna conclude, but I don't want it to throw this foundation away yet. Because as much as it feels like a super high-end, high-fidelity FF14 main scenario quest, they have a great foundation and they could really build upon it and have better quest variety, better environments, and with a solid action, there might be more stories to tell. Again, I don't know how it concludes, but I want more. This game is also a lot of learning and experimentation. Yeah. And their tagline, breaking away from the legacy of the crystals. This is such a huge departure from what we've had before. And the risks have really paid off. And I understand that it is such a huge risk that they kind of stayed safe. They actually, it's a huge risk, but they also played it very safe. They played to their strengths. It's pretty much a linear cinematic action game. They could have done more, but since it was such a huge departure, like combat-wise, system-wise, tone-wise, they had to at least, okay, let's do our first major step and not overstep our bounds. So I think that's what it kind of feels like. So in a way, overall, it's such a huge positive. And going back to what I said about, I want more. They could have done more, but what we have now, you know, I'm really loving it. In the first game, unless you choose a neutral path, your Geralt looks kind of odd compared to the book one. Yeah, Witcher 1 did not age well. Witcher 1 was like fan fiction, honestly. They were really trying to experiment. Witcher 2, they started to find their groove, and Witcher 3 was the pinnacle of CD Projekt. This counts as what you heard and saw on Witcher 1. Yeah, Witcher 1, it felt like fan fiction. I would not recommend anyone to play Witcher 1, honestly. I would actually tell them, if they wanted to get into the Witcher video games, to start with Witcher 2. Witcher 2 was pretty decent. Very, noble intrigue, political intrigue, if you like the kind of stuff. Game of Thrones style, really well done. And Geralt was more solidified as a character, and they made up for their mistake almost. Because if you read the books, you will realize how problematic of a character they made Triss to be. But that's another story. I'm not going to spoil it. But Triss was so problematic in Witcher 1 and 2. Only if you read the books. So in Witcher 3, they finally found their footing, and they finally had the balls to put in Yennefer. So I'm glad they didn't put Yennefer in for 1 and 2. I'm glad that they brought her in once they learn how to make better games and better writing. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Witcher 2 put you off. You can't refuse the game, so I helped them fight these rebels. I felt super off. You read the books, yes, you know exactly what you mean. Yeah, what Triss did to you is like... And people still consider a Triss path? I mean, anyway. But the consistent thing I heard from people who would choose Triss over Yen are the people who didn't read the books, and I don't hold it against them. But because if you just consider 3 as a standalone thing, like sure, understand the context of it, but Team Yen for a lot of reasons. Yeah, Witcher 2, again, they still had some really great moments, but as you said, the thing with Radovid, I know what you're talking about. Dealing with the dwarves and the elves, the Scoia'tael, that was a mess as well, since you're kind of bouncing between kings, right? Between regents. And you didn't really have a choice in it as Geralt. So that kind of felt off as well for me. I know what you're talking about. But overall, you know, for all its faults, 3 is still, for me, a masterpiece of RPGs, despite a lot of glaring problems and omissions. It's still, I would say, a lot of other developers can learn in terms of quest design, world design, and simply piecing together an open world RPG that does not feel like busy work and that was able to maintain its pacing. That's a big ask. It wasn't a Ubisoft checklist. The side quests were so good that the side quests even rivaled a lot of the main quests themselves. So that's another way, you know, that's maximal side quest design compared to something like here in Final Fantasy 16. It is very, very minimal. And I cannot fault the developers for that, because that is, they wanted to focus on what they were good at. And as I said, they didn't want to like do too much, right? But here we have the proof of concept. They can only get better from here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The side quests still get you to remember them. Yeah, honestly, I remember the side quests. Like, I love Ciri, I love Yen, I love the main quest, but God, the side quests, man. Wild Hunt has been what it is in the third game. Much better explanation when it comes to feasibility of conflict, and then as opposed to the first game where you fight the thing canonically require a lot of mages just to hold on. Yeah, the one was just them trying it out. They bought the license for peanuts. The author himself did not have any hope in the development team. But they tried. They tried the best that they could. They learned. They got better. And then we got Witcher 2 and 3. But then sadly, we got the hot mess, which was Cyberpunk 2077. That is a hot mess. It killed a lot of my faith in the company, honestly. But they do say a lot of good things about the expansion. And they did fix the game, but it still cannot fix a lot of its core problems, unfortunately. Anyway.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Thank you so much for that. Easy to hydrate. But yeah, we're pretty much done. I'm gonna like try to kill the dragon. I'll give myself 2 tries. But then I'll have to call it. It's almost 3 a.m. and we still have to stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to continue the main quest. But I'm really grateful all of you are here to bounce off ideas and talk about all of these things. And I cannot wait as well for a huge debrief. Our controller is telling us that it is ready to die. So we're just going to attempt the dragon a couple of times. Then our controller is going to run out of battery. Then we'll be forced to turn in. Yeah, in Cyberpunk 2077, they bit off more than they could chew. They could not handle it. The hype also was way too much. Do you remember where the dragon is? Sunbreak, right? Sunbreak. Over there. I'm gonna try to revert back to my old... It's because what I'm used to right now. It's my muscle memory. Titan. We have Raging Fists and Wind Up, Gouge and Aerial Blast, Rising Flames and Flames of Rebirth. Berserkering, for sure. That really helped us out. Can we master anything? We mastered our main stuff. Gouge. Rising Flames. Okay, that's it. Thank you for the reminder, Dovetailer. That is how I defeated the last S rank. We bought elixirs, but I put it on manual use. Thank you for the reminder. It's here. It's my oh shit card. Because right now I have Potion, High Potion, Lionheart, Tonic. Yeah, elixirs. That got us the win for the S rank last time. And we lost because I totally forgot about elixirs the first time. A last elixir? Oh wait, you're talking about a different thing. Okay. Is this something that brings you back to life? No, I have not heard about this. Ah, okay. Well, this is close enough, I guess. Instantly restore all HP. Yeah, maybe it's a late game thing. But for now, Elixir's allowed to do it for us. Here I go again, not reading item descriptions. And skill descriptions. Ah, speaking of skills. We master precision dodge. Charged magic. Gold means mastered. I think so. Okay, we good. All human enemies use them, so if you don't, you're at a disadvantage. That is a good way. That is some tough love. And it is also a good reminder. It's like, hey, your opponent used a potion. Remember that you have potions? In Witcher, to make your hunts easier, especially in hard mode, you need to remember your oils and potions. But in normal mode, easy mode, you don't really care. You don't really have to care about those things. But playing at the hardest difficulty, you really gotta think, I'm fighting this monster. I need these potions and these oils. Speaking of which, Clive sounds so much like a young Geralt. Underrail. Have not heard about this game. Svarog! Getting close, I forgot. Ah! Come on, let me get confusion. I can't see anything. My bad. Oh no! I shouldn't target the head. Get close! Okay, let's go. Let's go, team! Crap.
Help me, boy. There's a good boy.
Oops.
Let's roll it.
Crap. It's Mr. Svarog. Ugh. So naming of monsters, gods, and devils from different religions is a consistent thing. Yeah, the FF draws from a lot of stuff, right? We have Ifrit, Shiva, the Ahriman. No! Trash mobs! Get away! Fallout 2. I have played it a bit. I haven't finished it. I started with Fallout Tactics.
Let's go. Faster.
Yeah, Tactics was mostly just combat.
Right.
I missed out on 1 and 2. Did we take down 1/3 of his health? Under rail, more modern take an old school CRPG. Ah, okay, if it's from that era. Oh, no problem. I think we took out 1/3.
Deserve a rest.
Ah, here we go again. Hello, it's Mr. Svarog! Ow!
Get him.
Not a good start. Do we do more damage to his head? God damn it. Come on. Running out of potions here. kill. Last dance? Oh shit. Damn! What elixir remaining? That is so weird. What did I say? I was just so into it. Okay, finally I could sleep with a clear conscience. Level 40. My rotation still doing its work. Not optimal, but I'm happy we were able to get the win. Thank you for being here for this. We finally took down another S-rank mark. Hunt board is cleared for now. We're all ready tomorrow or later for the MSQ. That is a good fight, though. I like the dragon. The dragon was a good fight. Actually, both S-rank marks were a good fight. Sorry, so let me just catch up here. Everything is handcrafted. No enemy response. Plot is nice. Yeah, a lot can be said about like handcrafted design, right? Not templated, procedurally generated stuff. You can see the seams in procedurally generated and random encounter stuff, but a handcrafted experience, a lot of effort, but a lot goes a long way. Main thing here is gameplay. Absolutely insane crafting system. I'm gonna Google this. What is this under rail? And you're saying it's around like the same, similar to Fallout 2. It's been so long since oh wow, it really is like it. Like Fallout 2, Crusader No Remorse, Baldur's Gate 2. Very cool. Minus says, need to get used to the same crafting system. General approach to builds via trial and error in the respects. Well, games back then, it didn't really hold your hand, right? You really had to experiment and learn on your own and go to GameFAQs maybe on your dial-up modem with ASC2 art and for the guides you needed. Game would be very hard for that moment. Learning the systems, right? Yeah, we took down Mr. Svarog. It's okay. Mr. Svarog didn't know what he was doing. Actually, I don't even know why we killed this dragon. Why did we... Why? Oh, we just murderers, butchers. For what purpose did we come here to slay this dragon? Because it's all the Mughals' fault. He put this sign up there and I just had to hunt it down.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Oh, body just disappeared. We don't even get Kupo nuts from this. Damn it. Alright, that's a pretty good fight. Let's just retire back to the hideout.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Game Facts was awesome. The amount of effort people put into that, all for free, all to help other gamers struggling through their games. Also adding the ASC2 art. Okay. This feels very nice. Clean map, clean hunt board, MSQ. I thought we were gonna take like 4 more hours, but damn. The Fallen Iron Giant took much longer.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
You see that nectar? All crossed out. There's probably one more wave left to fill up the 1, 2, 3 below this. But it's also really fun that they included this. Hunt board? Of course. Alright, let's save. A full party, look at that. Adorable. Alright, that woke me up. Honestly, that really woke me up. I'm gonna have to try and get some sleep. It is 3:22 a.m. here. Thank you so much, people, for being here and enjoying this journey alongside it. I mean, it's just so much more enjoyable with everyone here on chat. Great to see the FC members, and always great to hear from you, Vanua. Thank you for the raid as well, and Premier Avenue, the Dovetailer, and Do the Deer for the follows, which got us through our initial follow goal. We're gonna get more followers over here. You'll cheat work to pop in again later. Please don't let us hinder your work. But thank you. I really appreciate you doing this and dropping by as well. Hopefully we'll see you again. Lichcast, Licharts, and everyone. Fisher, thank you for dropping by. I know you want to avoid spoilers, but if you ever do watch this in the future, once you start FF16, it is always great to have you. So we'll be continuing FF16 today/tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday until we're done. On Tuesday, I'm thinking about we're gonna finish a visual novel called The Huntress, with a Silent Huntress, which is a Ukrainian-made visual novel. Vanua really loves the story, and his recommendations have been super great so far. So we'll be playing that before jumping into Oxenfree 2, which was just released a few days ago. I enjoyed Oxenfree 1, but that's going to be filling up our Tuesdays for the foreseeable future. Unless, of course, we finish Final Fantasy 16, then we'll got more games ahead. But thank you everyone for being here. For anyone who may be lurking, if you did enjoy this content, please do consider hitting that follow button and checking us out on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We wouldn't be here without your support. That's all I got for you today. And as always, welcome to the table. Have a great one, and bye-bye. If there will be any major differences in gameplay from the first game, you think? Oxenfree 2? Yeah, they'll have to do something very different, I feel. Because, you know, it's not a one-trick pony kind of thing. But I'm curious as well which ending they're going to be going off of. Because I think all endings can be canon if you think about it. I'll have to refresh again. I'll have to refresh my memory. I'll have to YouTube all the endings for Oxenfree 1. But I'm excited to see how they can really develop it. I it was a surprising hit for me. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. But I guess, you know, the voice actors were really good. The writing was not bad. And it's just a great, you know, supernatural teenage drama on one of those things. Sometimes in the mood for that. So Oxenfree 2 will be following up the Silent Huntress with that, or Final Fantasy 16. But really enjoying my time with this. Really loving it so far. The blemishes do not in any way mar what is overall so far a super amazing experience. But we will see how it concludes over the weekend, because as we know, stories are difficult to conclude, and hopefully this will be one for the history books. Thanks everyone. I'll see you all later / tomorrow. Bye-bye and take care. See ya.